Hi, and welcome to another narration presented by yours truly, Cryptid's Roost. Be sure to check out the blooper reel at the end of the video, which is then followed the end screen, where you will find more videos listed. So grab your coffee, sit back and enjoy the show. And don't forget, where fear is, happiness is not. Good old boys. This awesome story is written by Judy Snyder. Judy Snyder now has a book available in Kindle, paperback and Audible formats. Twisted Tales. It is available from Amazon and the House of Honor catalogue. Links are below in the description. They were just simple country folk. They worked hard, played hard and loved hard. They tried to do right in their dealings with each other and other folks. They were honest, true blue, backbone of the country Americans. They believed only three things were worth fighting and dying for: God, family and country. The four of them were united by a mysterious bond since childhood. Closer than children of the same mother they were. Fate had them all enlist and not only serve but in the same platoon together. Fate also saw them home from war, no longer boys but men. All but one, Tom Suter, had married. He had always claimed it would be wrong to break all them hearts by marrying and had stayed a bachelor. They were all uncle to each other's kids. Of course, now the kids were all, or almost, grown. They were what Americans have long dubbed good old boys. The three sat in the same chairs they had occupied as children, drinking Kool-Aid at Tom Suter's old kitchen table. One chair sat empty, though a glass was set before it, filled with Jim Beam instead of Kool-Aid. The third fifth, already half empty, sat in the middle of the table where the pitcher had sat. Its empty brothers were in the kitchen sink. Dave Keynes, Bobby Yates and Jerry Campbell lifted yet another glass in silent salute to the empty chair, and as one they downed them. Dave silently filled them up again. They each waited for the others to speak of the horrible fate that had befallen Tom. Each in his heart knew that it had been a mighty wrong. Each wanted nothing more than to right this wrong, yet they were hesitant to speak. Tom was the last of his kin. Wonder what will happen to this place? Dave spoke in the soft way he had, just to break the silence. Auction it off, I reckon, said Jerry's monotone reply. Bobby silently leaned forwards in his chair. Why don't we just cut through this bull and get down to facts? Tom is dead, and he died wrong. What are we going to do about it? There was another lull before Dave's sermon-like voice broke the silence. True, Tom is dead, and we can't change nor alter it, but we ought to set it as right as we can. Eye for an eye, the Bible says. Jerry slowly lowered his glass and looked up with baleful eyes. Life for a life? First Dave nodded, then Bobby. You boys are talking murder. No. Bobby, always the highest strung of the four, spoke up. Not murder. We are talking avenging the death of a man who had been more than a brother to us. Tell me, Jerry, who saved your ass in Nam, huh? When you lay dead in that piss-awful mud felled by a sniper? Who broke rank and went in after you? Who the hell carried your sorry hide back? He didn't have to, but he knew it was wrong to leave you there. And that wasn't the only time he risked his ass to cover ours either. Bobby was half standing now, almost spitting the words in Jerry's face. Can you just turn your back on him now? Jerry's hand shook as he picked up the tumbler of whiskey and downed it. It seemed to refill almost by magic. How? He croaked the words. How will taking another life make this right? Bobby slapped the table with both palms. How? The word exploded from him. He was standing now. Dave laid a gentle but firm hand on his arm. Bobby, that isn't the way. We must be united, unanimous in this decision. Tom's blood has already been spilt, and Jerry's right. We shouldn't take spilling more lightly, even though it be the right thing. Bobby sat under Dave's guiding pressure. He refilled the 3 glasses. What would Tom do? He asked of no one. He'd kill the sorry bastard if it had been one of us. More silence ensued as each man weighed the question. They knew beyond a shadow of a doubt Tom would snap the neck of anyone who had brought one of them harm or grief. Jerry cleared his throat. Was an accident. They all say that. A crime of passion, I think. Not murder. Not all black and white like you paint it. Andy knew better. You don't lay with another man's wife. In his best sermon voice, Dave intoned. Some say a man saves your life, then you owe him your life. I know more than once he saved yours, Jerry. Saved me and Bobby too a few times. Ain't none of us ever paid him back, really. No, his life got took. Crime of passion or not, you owe him. From somewhere in the shadows, Dave produced a service revolver and placed it on the table. Do the right thing, Jer. Bobby and me will let you have some privacy to think on it. He stood then, placing a hand on Jerry's shoulder and squeezing. Eye for an eye. Payback time. I'm sure you'll do the right thing. Correct the taking of Tom's life. With that, he and Bobby walked off, leaving Jerry alone with his recollections and ghosts. Jerry's hands weren't very steady. He had seen, perhaps, the greatest friend anyone could have die before his very eyes. Saw the woman too, both shot cleanly through the heart. Yeah, he had been there. Dave and Bobby were right though. It shouldn't have gone down that way, and he did owe his life to Tom. He picked up the revolver, checked its load. Eye for an eye. Payback time, he whispered. Outside, Dave and Bobby heard the shot. With a sigh, Dave said, Old boy did have the right thing. Yep. Downright stupid of Tom to be bedding Jer's wife though. And I hope you enjoy the blooper reel. All but one. Tom's suitor had... Of course, now the kids were all, or almost... No! Bobby always had the higher... No! Bobby always had... Bobby slapped the table with both. Jerry cleared his throat. Jerry's hands. Jerry's hands weren't... fucking hell. Jerry's hands weren't very steady. He had seen perhaps the greatest friend anyone could have died. Fuck's sake. Jerry's hands weren't very steady. He had seen perhaps the greatest friend anyone could die. Oh fucking hell. Hey family, please be so kind as to punch the like button and smack the arse of the subscription button as well. And remember to chokehold that notification bell and then select all. That way you'll receive all notifications each time I upload a new video. And by subscribing, you'll be the first to see all of our new spooky creepypasta stories. A very big thank you to Judy Snyder for allowing me to narrate this awesome story. Make sure to check out her new book on Amazon or the House of Honor website. And be sure to take a look at the playlist here for more of their stories that I may have already narrated. I would just like to say a very big thank you to all of the authors that I have worked with and all the ones that I will work with in the future. So thank you all, my brothers and sisters, and why not hashtag Cryptids Roost in your comments. A quick thank you to all of my Cryptids Roost community family too. We are now well on our journey to 1,000 subscribers. So please spread the word and help us to grow and expand. And don't forget to share the videos too. If you would like to support us and throw me $1 or $3, I'd be very much appreciative. I do have PayPal, paypal.me/cryptidsroost. Alternatively, I have an account at buymeacoffee.com. You don't even need to register on either site to donate. I have a subreddit if you have a story you've written that you would like me to narrate for you. You can also follow us. All my socials are contained within the Linktree link below. And don't forget to check out the end screen, see above. That will also list some more videos in my back catalogue. All the links are below. Take care everyone, and I hope you all have a wonderful and peaceful night. And don't forget, where fear is, happiness is